Hey everyone, it's me Stagger. Since you already see the title, I'm not going to go ahead and explain what it is. But some people might be wondering, don't you already own like thousands of DS's? And the answer is yes. Yes, I do. I used to have a fifth one, but I gave it to my brother. And besides, actually no, sorry, sixth one. What happened to my... Oh, here it is. There we go. A complete stack. Anyway, yes I do. I already have a dozen of these things. But the thing is, though, I'm getting another one, and yes, this time I did not pre-open the package. So I got this from Amazon, and it would be irresponsible for me if I didn't buy it without a game. So I unsheath my trusty dagger, and let's go ahead and open this. Okay, really? It's gonna be that tough, huh? Okay, I'm gonna need to sharpen this thing. Okay, there we go. Well, that's pretty nice of them. They put it in bubble wrap. Okay, there's the packaging wrap. And where's my game? I told them to ship it with the game. They didn't ship me with the game. I'm very disappointed in that. I just have a 3DS, or sorry, a new 3DS without a game. And that sucks. Oh well, regardless, here it is, the new 3DS. So, for those a little bit uninformed, the new 3DS was released in Japan, as well as the UK, Australia, and basically the European regions and Australia. Everywhere except for the United States, basically. And there were some chances where you can actually get one for the United States, but I got the Japanese one specifically because I really needed a Japanese version. And the reason for that, I will get to explaining a little bit later. Actually, no, I really can't really explain that. But, actually, no, I will explain it a little bit later. But that is hopefully if this thing is not updated completely. After saying that, you probably already know what's going on. Anyway, so I'm without a game, which I'm very disappointed about. But regardless, let's go ahead and do this here. So I got the white one, and some people might be a little bit confused considering that people consider the white one to be the girl one. And to answer that, I say, look at the faceplates. Or not the faceplate, but look at that. Doesn't that remind you of a Super Famicom? That's really the sole reason why I got the white one. Otherwise, I would not really care. And I didn't get an XL because I can get one in America. And the XL didn't really appeal to me too much because I wanted it to fit in my pocket, basically. So, yeah. That's the main reason why I went about a DS Lite eventually, when both my fat DS's kind of died on me. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off into a tangent. So, as you can see from the box here, there is a little bit of a dent, probably from shipping, or maybe it's been used, which would suck because I bought this, new, hoping to get a certain firmware. As you can see, everything's in Japanese. And one of the things is about the new 3DS is that it does not come with a charger. I looked it up. It's everywhere, and it says that the new 3DS does not come with a charger. Also, I got the new 3DS because it had faceplates, and that was something I really wanted to tinker around with. So anyway, we've got the augmented reality cards, and also warranty information, and a manual that I won't be able to read. And you guys really don't really care much about that stuff, do you? You know, whenever I watch an unbox video, I just want to see the product. Anyway, here's a faceplate, a cover plate, whatever you want to put it. Okay, there's nothing else in the box. And now for the main console here. Look at that. It feels sturdy, really sturdy. A lot more sturdier than this, which is saying something. I really like that smooth texture, and this is just the top one, and the top one is top faceplate isn't added, so we can go ahead and add that. Now, something that kind of surprised me is that it didn't come with other faceplates. I was kind of expecting that, but oh well. So the cartridge slot goes underneath as opposed to the top. Why they did that is kind of a mystery. Oh yeah, one of the things I do gotta see, and I'll be right back for this. One of the things I do gotta see is, does a 3DS port fit in there? And it does. Okay, great. We're in good terms, Nintendo. We're in good terms. So anyway, as you can see here, we got the L button, the R button, the L2, and the R2. And there's the camera. There's the headphone jack, which has been moved. Actually, no, it has not been moved. Still on the bottom center. Anyway, so back of here are really tiny screws. Oh yeah, and also here's the stylus right here. Ooh, that feels really nice. That feels really nice. Anyway, before we open it up, let's go ahead and unscrew that. Okay, so I just realized you didn't even see me unscrew it. It wasn't in frame. That was my mistake. Anyway, so I brought my real screwdriver, and we'll go ahead and see what kind of Phillips screwdriver this is. Wrong set. It's probably a 0. Let's try that. There we go. Got it fit. Sort of. It worked, but seemed like it fit. Hope I'm not scratching the screw. Okay. Oops. Let's try the 1. There we go. Now we're in business. I hope. Am I even rotating it? Okay, let me just cut away. Okay, so I figured it out. Basically, yeah, I did already get them loosened up, and then apparently you gotta use the stylus, get into a groove that is somewhere. Basically, yeah, right here. Kind of see like a little groove right up there. There's also a little groove right here. And you take the stylus and you just pry it open. Like that. Or I'll put it in frame this time. See, just like that. And you do the same thing with the other side. Then you take it off. Okay, so there's the battery. And here's the SD card. It is a micro SD card. It's 4 gigabytes and and SDHC. 4 gigabytes though, that's pretty nice. I could upgrade that, but I'll do that a little bit later. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this cover plate back on. So I'll be right back for that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get to the console itself. So upon opening it up, you can see that it actually clicks into place up to 90 degrees, which is a very comfortable session. In fact, holding it in my hand actually feels really comfortable. It's actually a lot more comfortable than this. which is kind of interesting considering that, you know, they're pretty much the same size. Pretty much the same size. I guess it's just that rough texture. It's really what makes it feel really nice. Plus it does feel a lot more heavier than this. In fact, actually, I'll go ahead and state that the weight actually feels one-sided. Feels like all the weight's over here as opposed to over here. This one, it feels even. So anyway, upon opening it up, you can hear it snap in place. You can even bend it back a little bit more, but that's very unrecommended. So here we have the Famicom buttons, which is why, once again, why I got the white one. It's actually a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Buttons have a nice click to them. The D-pad feels really good. Same thing with the circle pad. In fact, the circle pad is actually a little bit smaller than what's on this one. It's a little bit hard to compare. Okay, there we go. See the size difference between the two? That's interesting, isn't it? The home button is an actual button, and then the start and select are removed over here, which is pretty nice. I know that the XL did that too, but you know, this is actually pretty hard to press. And same thing with this one. In fact, I actually had to press this multiple times with the system off in order to get it loose and make it feel good. Same thing with this one right here. Since this one, though this one I would go ahead and say is actually an older model, despite it being my capture card. It's still the older model of the DS. So basically, they went with the design of the DS or of the DS Lite. I would say the DSi, but you know, there's no power button like somewhere around here. And that's pretty nice though. So unfortunately I don't have a game to display it on. Though looking at the screen size between the two, it looks almost identical, but there is a small difference between the two. And it can't really show that properly, but you just got to take my word for it. Anyway, here's the C-stick. As you can, that does not feel good at all. It feels like those old tracking rubber bits in the middle of a keyboard of an old laptop. That's what it feels like here. Well, anyway, enough gibber. Oh yeah, one more thing. The screen is elevated over here, but is indented over on the top screen, which is actually pretty nice because having it flushed here, as you can kind of see, sort of, like sometimes there will be like little lines on the side of the screen. Actually, it's more noticeable on this side here. There are like little lines on the side of the screen, and that bugged me. So by having the screen slightly indented, it prevents the bottom screen from having the top screen basically with that issue. I swear, that feels so nice. They know what they were doing when they were designing this. And it feels rugged. Unfortunately, I don't have any faceplates because I thought it would be coming with faceplates, but I was apparently wrong. And also, I have some faceplates coming in, but unfortunately, they aren't here yet. Anyway, if this gets edited much later on in the future, and when I do have the faceplates, I'll go ahead and show up pictures. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn it on now. The button is on the bottom, which is going to be something to get used to. Have to hold it on for a little bit of a second. It's warming up. There it is. New Nintendo 3DS. Turn on the 3D slider. It's already on. The volume is really low, In fact, I haven't even encountered the volume buttons, or the volume control, now I think about it. Where is the volume control? Did they forget it? Oh, it's on the top here, and it's already all the way at max. But I can just barely hear it. Alright, so yes. Let's go ahead and continue. 3 sliders all the way up. Make sure I'm looking directly into it. Okay, we're good. I'm not sure how the focus is working on. In fact, let me go ahead and turn off the light. Okay, now you can see it a little bit clearer, but the bottom screen is still a little bit out of focus. So if I want to focus in between the two, can't. So anyway, activate 3D. Oh, that is so satisfying. So it does have like a face tracking feature, and it works. Holy crap, it works. That is sweet. Okay. Okay, what's it saying here? This is actually something new. Okay, so talking about parental features maybe? Okay, so the time is 2017 April 8th. No, it's the 9th because it's midnight if I recall correctly. Let me look at it real fast. It's the 10th. Oops. Okay. And the time is 12. Alright, this is military time. 12. .30. Okay, so next wants me to enter my name. I know you're seeing this on my second channel, but that's my name by default. My birthday is March 8th. And I live nowhere. Nowhere of these countries. Okay. So let's see here. It's talking about internet settings. I'm not gonna enter that yet. Later. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I entered the wrong button. Okay, so parental controls. I don't need parental controls. Just checking the 3DS status. Okay, or updating the things. No. Okay. Home menu. To start the 3DS. Activating home menu. Let's do it. I am so hyped. Wow, that's so much. That's pretty bright. The signal for the signal for Street Pass, that's really bright. Anyway, so yeah, it's talking about themes here. And I can select the theme, but I don't really mind having Cool, I can have a random theme. I guess these are just the default colors here. I don't really mind having it completely white, because, you know, that's just okay. It's talking about Street Pass and whatever. Alright. Really? I have Flipnote Studio 3D. That's interesting. Yeah, so by default, it has of course the system warnings, the game that you would insert in your card here, Me Maker, which is something I'm going to be doing here. Of course, the soundtrack, Me Plaza, e-shopping channel, AR, Face Raiders, the vlog that nobody probably uses, or statistics that probably no one uses. Nintendo Zone is dead. DS download play, basically. System settings. Yeah, Flipnote. I'm not sure what this is, but this is the Badge Arcade. So seeing that it has the Badge Arcade kind of makes me think that this thing has been updated quite a bit. So let's go to system settings here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and open up my other DS, or my other 3DS, so that way I can kind of get a translation here. So as you can see here, it's version 11.1.0 34 JP, which means that this is completely... Oh, sorry. So you had to hear that. That means that this is actually completely updated. So, well, almost. Version 11.3.0-36 is the current one in the United States, and then this one is just slightly off, but more likely it will be updated soon. So unfortunately, with that being the case, I will not be able to exploit it. Or wait, actually I could by using RFC tools, but seeing how high on the list it's updated, I don't think I really want to do it. And I know this sounds ridiculous. Why wouldn't I want to do it? I mean, it's just a few numbers off. But you know what? This is going to be my casual one. So anyway, something I want to see here, if I can change the language. Alright, yeah, I will not be able to change the language, but that's okay, you know. Of course, getting a system from another country, you know, there's going to be some setbacks, and that is a minor setback. Hell, I played through so many RPGs where I don't even know the language of, and I turned out perfectly fine. So, unfortunately, since we don't have a proper game, unless this walrus thing, I'm not even sure what that is. Yeah, since we don't have a proper game to play, which is unfortunate, we're gonna go ahead and just, I guess, look what they have on eShop, because I'm kind of interested. Now, of course, that means that I will be having to enter into Wi-Fi. And let me change this grid here. Okay, that's much better. Anyway, that would mean I would have to go to Wi-Fi and update blah 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 blah. But I'll do that off camera. So yeah, I'll be right back. Now, something I kind of forgot about is, where is the Wi-Fi switch? Because the old 3DS had a Wi-Fi switch, and you just flick it on to turn it on. I'm gonna need to turn on the light again, or I could just probably use a flashlight real fast. Okay, let's see here. Wi-Fi switch. Normally that orange light does mean it's on Wi-Fi. Yeah, it says here it's on Wi-Fi right here. So, does that mean there's no way to turn it off? That's a question I gotta really ask. Is there no way to turn off the Wi-Fi? That's, scary. At least for me it is, because, you know, I like to exploit consoles. Oh well. And also, it would kind of drain the battery a little bit, which does upset me a little bit. So, That'll be something I have to read them. Oh, right. Anyway, yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna be turning it back on, but apparently here's how you do it. So from the upper right, you click on this, and then from the home settings, you just turn this to off. Oh, whoa. So that's like screen brightness detection then? Or, wow, that is super bright. That's amazing, actually. Okay, anyway. So they, here we go. You can't even see that, can you? Okay, so basically that says off. And you just turn it off. And you go back to home menu. And now your Wi-Fi is off. Okay, that's great. That's good to know. That is really good to know. So let's go ahead and turn it back on. And we're gonna need to do updates. Woohoo! Updates. Who doesn't want who doesn't love updates? Yep, there it is. Okay, yep. Alright, so I'll be back. Okay, so done updating, and now it's just resetting the system. It does take a while to reset, which does bug me a little bit. Okay. Okay, so it's just giving me some more information here. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier, but the touchscreen feels really smooth. I swear, like, out of all the touchscreens I've played around with, this is the smoothest I have ever played on. Give or take, it's a new system. But, hold on here. But compared to this, it feels all rough. Even the one that I barely... Even this one feels a bit rough. I'll go ahead and turn on the light so that way you can kind of see what I'm doing here. That feels really rough. I mean, this one feels even more rough. But this, on the other hand, oh, that feels so satisfying. That is so smooth. Heck, I'm barely even touching it, and it is able to just be able to gracefully move through the screen. Oh, that feels so good. I could do this all day, really. I don't need a game. I just play around with the menu. But, of course, we're here to go to the shopping channel here. Now, so this is my first time experiencing the Japanese eShop. So this ought to be an adventure. Let me go ahead and close my other 3DSs. Now, of course, since I live in America, it's going to try to deliver a signal from America to Japan, and it's going to be a little bit difficult here. And it's going to be asking me a few questions here, just basically... Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm just gonna be doing all that. That was really fast. All that editing stuff later. So anyway, here we go at the eShop here. So pretty much looks the same as the other eShop. In fact, I could actually open up the other one just for comparison. Although I will go ahead and admit that there are actually some differences, like, you know, baseball for an example. This one actually shows RPGs instead of, you know, the whole... I don't know how to word it properly, but here, let me go ahead and open up the other eShop. The American eShop. But by the looks of it, it's really displaying the new releases here. rather than just a select few. Like, no way. No way. Okay, that just made my day. Okay, yeah, we got this game. I wonder what this game is. It's made by Capcom. It looks pretty interesting. Then we have this one. Also, notice this is actually the classic Nintendo or eShop theme. Now, of course, I haven't logged on to my Nintendo account, but you know, that's actually kind of interesting. Hearing this, I hear that this is actually very nostalgic for most people. I mean, compared to this song right here, which is actually still a pleasant song though. Anyway, yeah, so we got like Mario Sports and then Story of Seasons, Yoshi's Woolly World and Blaster Master, Pokemon Sun and Moon, all this stuff, but this is all stuff that isn't really... I guess I can kind of say it is the same thing with that, with the Japanese version. But as you can even see, it even has stuff for... It's even prepping for the Switch, I guess. Games for kids. Mario, Pokemon, Kirby. Yeah, but it's not showing necessarily the new releases. We actually have to press down to see some of the stuff. Here we go. It actually has a little thing for new releases. As compared to this one, where it actually shows some of the new releases on the top here. In fact, it actually brings them first page too. I don't know what this... I think that's just a pet raising simulator game, which is actually pretty common in Japan, actually. Yeah, let me go ahead and close this so that way the music isn't as annoying. I do like the art for Pokemon Sun and Moon on this one, though. That looks pretty neat. It isn't like this one. Where... Let's see here, where is it? Okay, I passed it. Where it just shows Solgaleo and Lunala, and then just that. This one actually shows like they actually put some effort into it, and then it shows the 3 starters, which is actually kind of important to know. And here we have green and red with, I think that's Satoshi Shijiri, or... No, it's not Satoshi Shijiri, isn't it? I think that is, actually. Here we have a monster collecting RPG, which actually looks pretty fun, but it's just looking at the title art here. Of course, Yokai Watch 3. And I can actually say yokai properly instead of saying yokai. That's actually kind of a relief there. It's actually pretty neat. Just looking at another country's, basically looking at another country's thing here. Oh no way! There's a Nico Nico Toiga app. Oh, that's exciting. That is really exciting. I might actually download that later. They even got news of the Switch, and it's actually showing off the Switch instead of just showing off like some kind of... Instead of it just showing off like the box art or whatever. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, hold on here. Gotta scroll back. No, hold on here. I know it has news about... Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, it actually just shows off a game, and then with the Switch logo, and then just the Switch logo on the bottom screen. This one does have the Switch logo on the bottom screen, but it actually shows off the Switch, and I actually like that. And here we have Breath of the Wild. Right here. So... That's actually interesting how it brings up Breath of the Wild here, despite it not being a game that, you know, you can get on the 3DS or in this case the new 3DS. Here we have some downloads here. Okay, we have the Hedgehog racing game, Ice Station Z, Mario Soccer. I'm guessing that says Alliance Alu or something like that. It's really hard to read there. I didn't know that Beyblade was actually still a thing in Japan. Even this anime, I actually remember seeing some clips on this. And here we have something that's called 6180 The Moon. That sounds interesting. I'm actually a little bit curious on this. Oh wait, is that a demo I see? Download demo. That's different. Okay, what just happened? Oh, it's for my Nintendo ID. That's what I was asking. Thing is, though, I don't remember my password since, you know, I just have it on auto login. So, is that demo download? Let me just check it real fast with a game that I know that has a demo. No, I don't know what that is then. What's the price of this game actually? Now I'm curious. It brought me back here. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, it's only 400 yen. That's not bad at all. I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer. I'm pretty sure Nintendo won't mind. That is fast. Huh. Oh my gosh. I actually thought about making a game like this. Apparently Nintendo beat me to it. I was gonna involve realistic physics like this in a sense. But instead of getting it to a certain point at the top of the screen, it was just to get to the... Oh, never mind, here we go. Getting it to the bottom of the screen. Oh, I guess not. Or maybe so. This game looks fun. But yeah, my version was to get it to the bottom of the screen, and it involved physics. You're a ball, and you have to get to your ball, and you have to get it downward. That looks amazing, actually. I might just log into my Nintendo ID just to get that real fast. But not right now. In fact, I'm not sure if logging into your Nintendo ID will actually region lock this. You see, there's so much variables that I just don't know. Will this region lock my you know, since they're so keen on region locking, will entering my Nintendo ID region lock the system, or will, you know, since it was made in America, or will it actually accept me, you know, actually buying their console? In fact, when I buy the faceplates, one of them was Japanese and the other one was PAL, PAL region. And I'm hoping that the faceplates, the cover plates are not region locked. If they're region locked, I am gonna be so mad, because it had the cover plate that I really wanted. And if it's gonna be region locked, oh my god. Nintendo, I understand that you care about piracy. But I'm glad that you actually figured out that all this region locking is actually going to be leading to piracy, and that's why you didn't do this, make the switch region locked, which I'm grateful. But seriously, making cover plates, you know, something that isn't even a part of, you know, your games, that's ridiculous. But yeah. Anyway, well, since I don't really have a game that I can put on there, I can go ahead and debunk a theory, or I guess a rumor that goes on in the community. I need to grab it real fast. Okay, you can't see that game. Oh, whoops. So, rumor has is that if you put in a game that is capable, that has the option to basically play in another language, it's actually capable of doing that, just that. Play the game. Oh my god! No way! No way! Let me get Sun. I have to see this. Where did Sun go? Is it in here? No, it's not. But, oh my god, really? Oh. Ah. Okay, so never mind. Or maybe it's because I already have it in English, but that's just insane. I never thought that that would actually do that. That's incredible. It was almost. It was so close. But no. No. It just barely made it. Actually, let me go ahead and show out the title screen, I guess. It just barely made it. Darn, I was really looking forward to that. That is just insane, though. It's able to read the title, at least. Let me find Pokemon Sun. Okay, since Pokemon Sun was made to be played on the new 3DS, let's go ahead and try... Let's go ahead and try it. Oh, other way. Ah! Why region locking? Why? Alright. Fine. Wanna play that game, Nintendo? Say hello to my little friend. But first let me turn off the Wi-Fi. Say hello to my little friend here. Oh. Here it is. Oh, come on. I seriously can't insert an SD card. And it's not reading. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, let me turn off the light again. I'm sorry. But as you can kind of see there, functioned without fail. Ha. So, of course, this is just a DS game. So, unfortunately, you know, playing a game that's outside a region isn't necessarily an issue for the game or for the system. But yeah, look at the screen. Oh my gosh, it is super clear. It is ridiculous. That feels really nice, actually. Controls are very responsive. Whoops. The smaller stick, though, that's going to be a little bit difficult to get used to, though. Okay, what I need to go to, I guess it is the first one here. May not look like it because this is a space level, but speed is actually very fluent. And I gotta say, it's much easier to play on this game, or this game on here, than it is on a DS Lite. Now I hate this part because it's always just a leap of fate. And I'm not really showing that great of gameplay right here. Oh, whoops. Okay. In fact, let me go ahead and exit the game here. Let me go ahead and play a more faster paced game just to kind of show this off here. Let's see here. It's a good game here. I guess Rhythm Heaven. I would not be able to do this on a 3DS. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I will go ahead and admit to that. So bad I won't even bother messing with it. Okay. Let's see here. What's the fastest paced game I have on here? Guess it's not really all that much here. Here we go. This is a good one. And my camera's out of battery. Fantastic. Oh, I see. Oops. It's been a while since I played this. Games just look amazing. Okay, so we know that the R4i 3DS works. Go ahead and save my progress here. Okay. So we know that the R4i 3DS works, or sorry, the R4i 3DS Gold works on this system. So let's go ahead and try out another DS game. So since I can't play any 3DS games at the moment, unfortunately. Okay, so before I get to the victims here, I just realized that there are actually two different games I would like to try out first. But here are the victims for the new 3DS to try out. So Dragon Quest V, New Super Mario Brothers, and Pokemon Black. Now, Pokemon Black is a DSi game, so more than likely it will not work with the new 3DS, since DSi games are actually region locked. But first, before we get to those, I just remembered that there really is actually a fast-paced game I could have been playing, and that is Ease. What the heck just happened? It's from my failed Let's Play series here. Oh, that feels so good. Resolution is absolutely fantastic, actually. And that's saying something, considering the screen size is the same thing, and the resolution has not... It should not have been an advancement from the regular 3DS. So that is actually quite something. In fact, the game is actually so fast that the camera can't keep up the focus. Oh, now it can get a chance. But yeah, that is actually really good. Anyway, let's go ahead and try a new one. one more. Since I do actually have a DSi game on here, let's go ahead and give that a try first. I haven't really tried a DSi game on the R4 3DS on a system that is outside the region, so this is going to be something interesting. And what do you know, it actually works. Not like secret communications will work anyway. Control feels really nice. I really like this new 3DS now. I think it's going to be my default console. I mean, it's very lightweight. The handling feels really nice. A lot better than the 3DS. A lot better than the regular 3DS. Yeah, it feels a lot better than the regular 3DS, and also the weight is distributed evenly. The rough texture in the back actually makes it have a nice grip to it. In fact, just the rough textures overall just helps out a lot. Look at that. It doesn't lag one bit. And that bridge lags. Anyway, so let's go ahead and enter into a double battle real fast. Oh, what's wrong? Building. That's right, it's next to the Pokemon Center. Oh, whoops. Oh well, it's okay. You're already seeing enough speed. Anyway, so let's go ahead, go back to the home menu. And yeah, I'm fully aware that the light is almost about to be out. Or that the battery's almost out. Okay, so let me go ahead and put the... Oops, didn't mean that. Oh, okay. No big deal. It happens sometimes. I have to hard reset it. I'm gonna need to turn it off anyway. So, anyway, I'll be back with the charger plugged in. Oh, hey, I was still recording. Okay. Well, I guess that means I gotta jump cut it. Anyway, so, yes, now with the charger on, let's go ahead and grab our first victim. Let's go ahead and see if a DSi game... Let's see if the rumors are true about the DSi games. Doesn't even want to read it. Just to show you that the game actually works, we go ahead and put it in here. So there's the game here. I know you can barely see it, but there it is right up there. Nope, not a single sign. That's okay though. At least DS games are region free. Look at that, Dragon Quest V already in there. Why is it showing all of this? Never seen that before. Oh yeah, that's right, I made 2 saves. Gotta reset. Because, believe it or not, that actually took me a while to I really had to think that over. The whole, who do I want to marry thing. Even though, yes, it does force you to marry your childhood friend. But, it was still kind of a tough decision regardless, because it was still a really tough decision to make. Oh, I think this is actually one of the few choices that I made, actually. No, it's not, because this is actually one of the random casino boats. It's not really necessarily the marriage one, but, I did choose her solely because she actually had some really good stats. And also because she learns both black and white magic, which was great. Okay, there's nothing in that well. Okay, let's go ahead and leave. It's been a while since I've actually played this game, so I may not actually know where I'm going. But wow, that actually looks pretty sharp. I like that a lot. It's like playing a game in HD. It's amazing, actually. That looks so good. Already like that, just another battle. Not sure how well I'm showing this actually. Guess I should have shown this from the start. I mean, just look at that background. Here, I'll go ahead and show it on the waves again, actually. Just look at that. That looks amazing. The camera doesn't even do it justice. You gotta look at it in real life to see how great this looks. mind that I lost save data there. Let's go ahead and look at this in a more action-oriented game here. I have one more victim. I guess not. But I guess I could show off one more game after this one here. Actually, let's go to World 8. Try this level. Oops. Okay. Once again, the controls feel really nice. Wow, that was terrible. Will admit, I am not really great with platformers. Despite this being 100% save, it was back then when I really was good at platformers. Stupid scuttlebugs, they're on the move! Please, no more parallel universe talk. So, about that jamboree, you know. Okay, yeah, I will admit I am very bad at this game. I don't know how I did it back then. Like, look at that, see? I suck at this game. Anyway. There's one more. And I feel like it's very appropriate that they actually added that angle snap, because with that angle snap, this game is gonna feel real nice. I just first gotta get it out of here. Oh. I apparently didn't properly place everything in here. Okay, let's see if I can find it first, I guess. Guess that should have been the first thing I've done. Just to look for it. There it is. Now everyone knows I already love this series. Probably what little people know is that I actually have the actual game. That actually sounds pretty nice. Okay, I gotta go to the... Okay, yes, I'm already in the Namco Originals. That's good. Tears is too hard for me. In hard mode, that is. And, well, just in general, really. Okay, so I think I'll go for... No. Why not? This game's theme song. The buttons don't feel like they're about to fall off. This is clearly the better system. I seriously missed one note. I missed two notes. I missed two notes. That's gonna bug me now. At least I got a new record. Oh, what? I missed three? Okay, that's really annoying now. And since I used the circle pad exploit, it's gonna be really hard to get that new combo because it's based off of points instead of how many notes you hit, which is very unfortunate. I would play in Oni mode, but the problem is I don't have it yet. By the time I picked up this game, normal mode was actually pretty easy for me. And then, so I focused my efforts on hard mode. I still mess up sometimes, but that's okay. The important thing is, I still like this game. It actually provides a challenge. It's a challenging rhythm game. It's not like Rhythm Heaven where it's based off of simplicity. Even though that can be challenging at times, or the game can be challenging at times, like that Monkey Watch stage in the Wii version, I actually can't beat that one. Or at least get a perfect, or superb, I mean. I apologize for the crappy angles I've been providing on this song. In fact, it's so bad I'm not even going to bother continuing it. But you get the point, right? It's a new 3DS. It feels great in my hands. It's actually lighter than the regular 3DS. The weight balance is distributed beautifully. There's a button for the home menu. The start and select has been moved to the side, which is I believe is really great. And really, it's a pretty solid console. As for complaints, well, obviously it's region locked. And, well, yeah, it's region locked, which basically that's really my only complaint. I don't mind the fact that it didn't come with a charger because, you know, I already have a charger. I was a bit disappointed with the fact that it didn't come with other base plates, or sorry, cover plates. But other than that, really, those are just minor complaints. But everything else about this console, it feels great. The buttons, everything, even the D-pad feels really nice. It's not rough. I mean, it is slightly rough, but it feels really nice. Just kind of moving your thumb around there. Buttons are very responsive and clicky. I haven't tried the L2 and R2 buttons just yet. And unfortunately, I don't have a game at the moment, which kind of sucks because, like I said, I did order this with a game and I made sure that they had the same shipment, or that they would be shipped at the same time, but apparently not for this case. But besides that, really, yeah, I can't wait to actually bust this out a little bit more and yeah, get started with this. Oh, that's strange. Oh, because I pressed Me Plaza, didn't I? That's what I meant to do. Welcome to Me Creator, Me Maker. For the most part, that's pretty accurate, actually. Just need to change the eyebrows, make them less bushy, straighten them out a little bit more. There we go. That's actually good right there. I like the hair already. The nose, that's fine. As for the eyes, they gotta be hazel. And they gotta look like there we go. That's about right. Raise them down a little bit. Now raise them up. Make them a little bit smaller. Let's go back to the eyebrows and make them thinner. Raise them up a little bit. Make them a little, no. Yeah, let's put them back to where they were. In fact, let's go ahead and make them a little bit bigger. There we go. That looks beautiful. Okay, yeah, I don't like the nose after all. Okay, the default nose it is. But the mouth, that needs to be raised up a little. Nope. I do have a beard. There we go. Also brown. No. Oh, I do wear glasses, but no one needs to know that. And I am not that small. I'm actually really tall and a bit plump. Something's not right though. Where did I? There it is. Something doesn't seem right though. Ah, there it is. I see it now. They need to look more tired. There we go. It's perfect. Okay, so... Oops. Our favorite color. I'll just leave it like that because they don't have a teal color. And creator. Obviously, it's me. Oops. So here's my face reveal. Anyway. Oh! Sorry, camera stopped recording. Anyway, I almost forgot. How can I forget about my glorious mustache? Now, let's make that a little bit more thin. Raise that up a bit. No, let's make that bigger, actually. And let's change that nose now. There we go. As for my eyes... Should I rotate that? No. I say that's fine, actually. Just make them small. No. There we go. Yeah, I say that's fine. I'm very satisfied with that. Hello. Me has been created. Okay. Okay. There we go. I have a me now. So anyway, that's it, and I'll be seeing ya. I'm gonna have fun with this as soon as my games arrive. I might make a follow-up video for that. Alright, so this is the follow-up video I talked about near the end. So I do have 2 games officially. One of them is, of course, Tekken no Tatsujin Mystery Adventure. And then the other one is Daigekutsu Saiben. And I got those 2 games because I thought there would be a great starter game because it's, you know, they represent the Japanese 3DS in a sense, because Daigekutsu Saiben will not be released for the US for pretty blatant means. However, I will go ahead and state that both of these don't really show the 3D all that well. In fact, in Mystery Adventure, it blatantly says, if I can find it, here we go, that it does not use the 3D. And this one does use the 3D, and it's pretty nice 3D. Thing is, though, because I'm not able to read Japanese, I do have to have a translation guide next to me, and I have to read off of that in order to play through the game, because the game is very heavy when it comes to text, and because I don't have homebrew, I cannot simply, or even just a Sky 3DS, I can't simply put in an English patch just yet. When I do get to that point, then I can enjoy the full experience of Daigekutsu Saiben. But for now, all I have is Mystery Adventure and Daigekutsu Saiben. However, there has been a game that's been recently released, and it helps with acknowledging how strong the 3D is. And that is Kirby Fighters Deluxe. Kirby Fighters Deluxe obviously started from, or for those who don't know, started from Kirby Triple Deluxe, and there was like a mini game called Kirby Fighters, and this was actually something that fell onto it. So now that I actually had a full-fledged, action-packed, high movement game to test the 3D out, I can officially say that 3D on the new 3DS is absolutely brilliant, and I absolutely love it. The 3D tracking is flawless. Well, I guess not 100% flawless. It does tend to misinterpret your eyes, especially if you're wearing glasses like I do. But when it tracks again, it's really, really nice. Other games I downloaded were Pokemon Green, which if you hold start, you can actually do this if you have red, blue, or yellow. If you hold start or select and you press A, you can actually get a border. And then if you're playing red or blue, oh yeah, and also the border is 3D. And if you're playing red or blue, you can hold L and R and press Y, and to get the pea soup green coloration. I thought that was pretty neat. Also, some enhancements that have been made is that you can press X to enter your menu instead of pressing start, and I thought that was pretty neat. I haven't tried, oh yeah, this is Gen 1, so you can't really register items. Otherwise, I would say, you know, you can register this and then press Y instead of select. But anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. I just wanted to show you that. But yeah, also got Mother 2, 6180, which I played all the way through as I mentioned in editing. Alliance Alive demo, which is actually a pretty interesting game, and I guess I could show off a little bit of gameplay. However, besides the title screen, it does not utilize the 3D functionality. In fact, I can actually turn off the lights now, and I can close the closet door. I don't know why I decided to film in the closet. But yeah, the title screen is the only thing 3D, and everything else is actually 2D from then on out. As you can see, the face tracking light turned off, meaning that the 3D is off. And yeah, there aren't any random encounters in this game. And the way that you level up, in a sense, is that you have to keep using items and whatever. There's also like consistent notifications from the bottom there. And this does utilize Street Pass a little bit, so if you're a fan and the art style of Bravely Default, so if you're a fan of Bravely Default, I think you might really like this game. And most likely, I'm high leveled, so that's why they're doing 0 damage. And most likely this game will get eventually localized, but here's kind of like a sneak preview of what you can do in the game. Currently I'm trying to kill these water spirits that keep killing me. I think I just consistently under level. But yeah, they're like these water spirits that live amongst there. And look at that. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that. I know I'm gonna lose. Anyway, 6180 the moon is actually pretty nice. You already saw gameplay footage on the trailer, and not much is different from here. Really, I guess I could show off a little bit of gameplay. Since this is a new 3DS title and not a 3DS title, but a new 3DS or 3DS title, either way the 3D is off. I don't know why it's just a new 3DS only game, especially with how simple it is. Only has like a few lines and then a few sprites and of course text. When I downloaded this game it was in Japanese, and then I played it through Japanese, and then I realized, oh hey, there's an option to turn it into English. So that was convenient, and I got to reread the entire story, which was great. It's a pretty simplistic story, but I think it's pretty neat. Music is very calming and relaxing. It's not really a game to get frustrated with, although there were some frustrated bits, like at the sun. The sun was very, very hard. And there's even extra mode once you beat all of that. pretty much the moonrise, or basically the sunset version. So the sun is setting and the moon has to return back to Earth. And I think it's a pretty neat game. I guess I could show off a little bit of gameplay. I'm not going to fight the sun though. I'll go to Earth. The moon arrives at the Earth. Moon, what are you still doing here? Earthlings are suffering because the sun has arisen. Sorry, friend, I travel as far as I can. By the way, do I notice you're balding? Well, you see, since the night is ceasing, people are freezing in the darkness. They cut down many trees and burn them all. What? You let them burn your hair? But what do they do in return? Nothing, I suppose. Then why sacrifice so much for them? Oh, that's a very fresh perspective. Truly, why do I care for them? So basically, both the top and bottom screen actually do get action here. So once you reach the top of the screen, you get to the bottom, and then you can... and then you have to reach to this goal. And it's a very nice, relaxing game. So if you've gone through a hard day's work and you're stressed out, you know, this game, well, can piss you off at times, but it's still a very pleasant game to play. See here, there we go. Checkpoint. Ow. Bottom and top screens can be pretty difficult, but I want you guys to know that this game has been released in pretty much every single modern platform. So if you can't play it through the 3DS, you can play it on the if you can't play it through the 3DS, you can play it on PC or whatever. Nico Nico Doiga, I explained it during editing. There's even a YouTube app, but it is lackluster. All it does is just run the website. And then that's it for pretty much the peripherals that I downloaded. I haven't shown this off yet, but that's because you can easily download the game and play it yourself. In fact, they pretty much give it to you as a present, so yeah. Anyway, so now for the actual games themselves. Like I said, I only have 2 of them. And although it does look 3D, as you can kind of see from the from the crazy camera point of view, it's actually a fully fledged 2D game. Apparently there's also updates available, but I won't do it just yet. So I have no idea what this option does. But I don't think it's going to be worth my time to explore it. I did read, or at least read what I could of the of the manual here. But it doesn't really mention anything about it. I still find it funny though how like this important message here is Oh, what? Yeah, this party uses the follow third-party software, blah blah blah. Permission hereby granted free of charge to any person obtaining a copy of the software, associated document files, the software deal with software without restriction, including without limited rights to use, copy, modify, merge, publish, distribute, sublicense, and or spell copies of software, and permit those persons whom the software is furnished to do so, subjected to the following conditions. Above the copyright notice, a permission shall be included in all copies of essential portions of the software. The software is provided as is without warranty of any kind, express, implemented, including but not limited to the warranties of merchantability, fitness, or particular purpose, and non-infringement. In no event shall the authors be copyright holders will be liable for any claim, damage, or any liability actions of contract to tort of or otherwise arising from or in a connection of the software to use the dealing of the software. And I feel like that's very important to note because reading this basically means that it's okay to distribute videos within the game as long as it is a legit copy or thing. But however, of course, that could be a little bit. Of course, it's written a little bit vague, so I could be wrong. But basically, it's saying that you can sell or have the software and use it and play the music wherever you like without having any problems with copyright. But anyway, continuing on though, I've looked through this entire manual, and nothing about that mode is pretty much written here. Anyway, that's Danchan right now. Kind of have the Palutena motif there. Oh hey, look at this. Adventure note. That can attach a Genesis adventure. I can't read that. But yeah, apparently there's a notification going on right now. I guess I'll play a little bit of the game here. The entire game takes place in a museum, and then we go through place to place. Kind of learn a little bit of national history or whatever. Gotta figure out where I am right now. I think I died last time, so I gotta go back. Yeah, oh wait, no, I just haven't been here yet. It looks like what was it called? I know it's in Portugal. The Aztec. It's in, yeah, the Aztec ruins. Never mind, it's Machu Picchu. It's Machu Picchu, actually. Oh boy, it's so foggy. Can't see a thing. We'll try to. Well, you can't even see the screen in the camera. But yeah, Hercules is just trying to show his bravery, and then there's the totem guy, and he's like, what the heck? It's off in the distance. That's actually a valid question. What is off in the distance? Silly old man, your minds are playing tricks on you. I'm telling you, I saw you, young fool. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. I guess I should save. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's try this again. My bad. My apologies. Okay. I also gotta check my team now I think about it. Okay, that's the map. Need my team. Okay, yeah, I'm going for the defensive strategy. That's what I was doing. this is, but it looks like a pop song. Hopefully I won't get copyright strike. If so, I'm just gonna turn off the music and post editing and then re-release the video. Oh. Okay, good. This is no hits. I can handle that then. The 2 misses. I have this in normal mode. Oh, it's perfect no hits. That's what it is, I think. I guess there's really no point to do a drum roll. Yeah, it's perfect no hits. I'm doing terrible. Okay, barely got it. That's good. Okay, what is my reward? Okay. Just some helpful items, I guess. Anyway. Okay, we got the shop here. Let's see here. Okay, we got some... Alright, yeah, that's good. Alright, yeah, and then some, of course, the costumes here. A sombrero. Oh, that's neat. I like the sombrero. I'm gonna buy that. Oh, oops. That's all I'm gonna buy, though. None of the others interest me at the moment. I'm getting into a random battle anytime soon. But yeah, basically, it's just your typical RPG, but with a rhythm game. Oh, there's seriously no random encounters yet. Or not really random encounters, there really aren't any. But, you know, basically I haven't gotten to battle yet. And you guys can barely see the screen. It looks a lot clearer in my point of view, but it's basically being covered by fog. It could also just be the lighting in this closet. There is a slight crack in the door. Let me just close that all the way. But yeah, you can still just barely see through the camera. Okay. And of course the door is locked. Wow, this is riveting gameplay. I'm sorry. But just trust me, it's a great game. I can't stress how great this game is enough. Yeah. You'll... Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the game here. Oh, whoops. And then I'm gonna go ahead and load the other game, even though I could barely read a thing. Okay, so the other game, Dagekitsun Saiben, right in there. Now this game has some, as I mentioned before, this game actually has some really good 3D, But the thing is, though, an update for this game? Really? That's weird. Okay, blah blah blah. Capcom, turn on off light. But yeah, this game's 3D is actually pretty good. Continue. It kind of goes back to its serious roots in a sense, despite it being a new protagonist in a new setting. But basically the difficulty is back, and also it's pretty neat overall, just how much detail they put into this game, and pretty much they actually do put in a lot of love. The entire Ace Attorney series puts in a lot of love into their games. Well, with maybe the exception of Dual Destinies, but you know, that was still pretty good nonetheless. But it felt like it was a little rushed. Seriously? Okay, Majan. But why is it talking about Majan? Unless it's saying Beijing. No, that can't be right. Anything on the court record? Besides the case files from the last case? That's strange. Why would I still have that? Oh wait, that's right, I never finished the first... That's right, I never finished the case. Oh jeez, I feel like a moron. Yeah, I only got to half of it because of the whole language barrier. I had to do some serious trial and error. But yeah, Asalgi is actually being really calm about this compared to Ryu. My stylus. There it is. Okay, so a little bit more information about the gun and when he picked it up. But the thing is, though, there wasn't really much evidence besides the whole him picking it up. But now that I think about it, where did the gun go? It was never truly mentioned before. Bang. So was there a second gunshot then? That's right. I think the case reports did say there was died from two gunshot wounds. Okay. But in here it only shows one. That's kind of an issue. Yeah, looking at it right here. So where did the other one go? Who's she? The forensic scientist. I forgot his name. Okay, here it is. It's Mikoto. I need to practice my Japanese more. Mikoto Pa? No. Let's see here. Yeah, that has to be Ba. Niko. Nikotoba? Okay. So I need to see. Okay, we'll talk about Watson again. Oh yeah, they're talking about the mysterious woman that was there. So, we do know that she was around at the time. So, do I have anything in the court record? No, I don't. Calm down. Okay. Show the court who's boss. Even with the language barrier, I am still capable of doing this. This is Saki's theme. Sorry? Sumimasen? Sorry? I'm sorry? I'm so sorry? That kanji abuse, it's too much. Again, you're sorry for what? Stop apologizing. Wish I knew what was going on for the most part. There does seem to be some kind of mystery thing. Maybe new evidence. Okay, so this is Miss G. Miss Jessel. I can't read that. And my battery is running low, but I guess that's okay. Jezebel, I think that might be her name. Trying to be polite in front of the British, are we? But the thing is, though, you know, the court of law doesn't really favor, you know, the races. So he still believes that they're under the mercy of Britain. That's why he's acting so strange. Well, my battery is running low and I don't know when it'll stop, but I'll keep playing. But basically you get the gist, right? New 3DS, it functions great and I love it very, very much. So when the video ends, that's pretty much it, and I'll be seeing ya. I'm sorry I couldn't really get any good gameplay of either game, but just I really do enjoy these games. Language barrier or not. You're speaking in English, and that's shorthand. Or, yeah, that's shorthand. I can't read shorthand. I struggle with shorthand.